Thank you, everybody, to join this live webinar. I'm Robin. I'm from, as you can see, SRKK. So today we will go through some of the applications from SRKK. One is the System In Out, and also a few of other systems. To draw you guys' attention on the bottom left, yeah, why we are using System In Out. Again, as you all know, right now the government do encourage us to work from home, and that is where this system help SRKK a lot. We can easily check in, check out via mobile. You can, of course, download it into your mobile app as an application, or you can use the browser from your desktop to log in. You can easily manage your timesheet from a centralized dashboard. Of course, the benefit is that the company will have much more better productivity and much more cost effectiveness. Now, why System In Out, right? In a normal scenario, most companies will still using the physical check in and check out. When a staff come into work every morning, right, they will fill out a piece of paper, punch card, and they would punch it, a timestamp it. Of course, end of the day, they would do the same. And end of the month, somebody will need to gather all the time punch cards physically and note it down and pass it to HR. Of course, on the IT side also, if there is a new joiner, there's a lot of learning curve, there's a lot of onboarding, there's a lot of training. So that's why we have System In Out. We digitize the whole process. So I want to focus a little bit on the upper right-hand side. So we have two functions or two features in this application. One is purely to check in and check out. The other one is for OT, overtime scheduling and overtime tracking. So for the check in and check out, first, as you can see here, employee we're able to punch in and punch out via mobile or through their website. So just imagine that if it is a normal employee, right, they can do it from home. If it is a project-related company, the employee can still punch in and out, right, regardless where they are. And there's a one beauty feature in this application is that it can track or it will track the location of the user, right, where they punch in, where they punch out, based on their GPS location. So for the OT overtime, what our system does is a very comprehensive system. Again, end of the day after work, when employee wants to work overtime, they would apply through the app itself for overtime. And in the back end side, what it does, the system will send for approval from their HOD, right? And once the HOD approve or their immediate supervisor, then it will send to HR for review. And finally, the overtime time that will be approved directly into their HR. Okay, this is a much more bigger picture. Like earlier just now, to punch in and punch out is a simple process. Again, we built this with the user in mind, right? We built it so that it is very easy for user, for the employee, regardless where they are, whether it's at home or whether it's at a customer site or a project site, they can easily access to it and they can easily punch in and punch out. Similar for overtime applications as well. Okay, so next, very excited. Let's have a demo, a live demo of this app, and I would like to invite my colleague Shukri to have the presentation. Okay, over to you, Shukri.
Okay, thank you, Robin. So good morning, everyone. Can you hear and see my screen? for today, I will show you the live demo for my timesheet system. So for now, it show you the home screen for the timesheet system. It has 4 buttons here, like punch in and out, manager, overtime, and HR approval. So if you are a staff, so you need to punch in. Assume that I'm a user one. So click on the punch in and out. So it will direct you to the punch card screen. So here it has 4 buttons. So it show you the punch in button, start break, end break, and punch out button. So first I will show you. Assume that it's like 9 o'clock. So you click on the punch in. So it will direct you to the today task report. So here it will show you. It will show you the form that you need to fill. What today task that you want to do. For example, I choose SRKK and my project is not applicable, and I type it and type for your task description. So this one you need to choose your start time, which is a 24-hour format. So for example, I choose at 11, and the end time I choose at 1 o'clock. So the department is auto generated by your Office 365. So you click on the save as draft. So your task is will show in your dashboard here. So can go to the after you want to lunch, you go for your lunch break, you just click on the start break. So it will direct you to enjoy your lunch break here. So you exit and you can exit the apps already. So once you come back for after lunch, you click on the end break here. So now you can continue your work as usual. And lastly, assume that it's already at 6 o'clock, you just click on the punch out here. So it will direct you to your hassle-free punch out. So you just exit and exit the system already. So on the back end side, it capture your what is created by your department here, and what punch in time you punch in, your punch out, your start break, and your end break. Here is the total working hours that you capture. It's 1 minute. And it capture your total break hours, and it capture your location, your punch in location and your punch out location. So move on to the other. Next, you go to, if you want to create an overtime, so you click on the overtime here. So it generate you to the OT dashboard. So it has 4 button here, which is pending. So this one is the task that still on pending, doesn't approved by the HOD or manager. So approved is like the task that have been approved by the manager, and the reject one is the task that have been rejected by manager or the HR department, and completed is the task that have been approved by the manager and the HR. So if you wanted to create a OT task, you click on the add but icon here. So you can fill in the form. So this is auto, and then fill in like, for example, at 8 o'clock, and then you choose this one, and then assume that I finish at 11 o'clock. So what's your you need to put your task description here. For example, OT. So you apply your OT. So here it will see in the pending the OT task and then the next part is for manager. So manager has a 3 button here, which is pending, Pending is what has been their staff under the manager will send their OT task here, and then you can click here to see what are the tasks and approve or reject. So for example, I approve. So it will go to the approve side. So you can see what you have been approved. And the reject is what task that you've been rejected. This is the example I do. So lastly, is the HR approval. So here is pending. So you can see there's a 3 pending here. So this one is the one that has been approved by the manager. So HR will see the task here and the time and end time and approve or reject. For example, I click on approve. So so it will go to the complete and save in the task that have been approved by manager and the HR. So rejected is what has been rejected by the manager and the HR department. So all of these OT tasks will store in the SharePoint list. This one, all the OT tasks that have been created. So this one is the one that I created just now. So it's already completed. And the total OT will be captured, it's auto capture. So it's 3 hours. So I think that's all from me. I'll pass the floor back to Robin.
And let's say the time again is after lunch, which is good for 1 hour. And all the user, of course, it pulls out from your AD, right? Those that have pictures will have pictures. Those that don't, that didn't update their pictures, will not have their image there. So once I initialize, straight away the presenter, right? This helps the presenter to easily check mark all the attendance. For example, Robin attended, right? Arena, well, it didn't show up. So immediately on the dashboard, you would see the absent numbers there. Let's say Alia, no, she can't make it. It's Saturday. Hey, they have to go somewhere else. Chen Wang, yes, he joined. Let's say Adrian, yes, but he's a little bit late. So as a presenter, you can easily just select the category of all the users. And let's say the rest of the people, they are very good, very punctual, and they are all there. So again, this app helps the presenter, right, or the trainer to easily check mark all the users, and they have a very, very live dashboard to see what is happening. And of course, end of the day, they can go to the historical site and they are able to pull all the attendance based on their classes and what the percentage of all the users, right? So this is one application attendance app. So next, I'm going to show associate insight apps. This is very, very exciting app applications. When I look through the Microsoft site, the template, it's a little bit complicated to install, to configure, but I think it's well worth it. Let me straight away go there and let's have a few business scenario for associate insight. So just imagine you are a retail store, right? You are a retail store. You have your HQ in KL, but you have multiple branches all over KL or Klang Valley. It doesn't matter. So what this app does is a survey form regarding certain products, right, in certain locations from your customer. So what are their feedback on that particular product? In this example, and of course, this particular feedback, you can install it in your mobile phone, or it could be in a PC, right? So let's say a customer comes into your retail store you can straight away show your tablet for a bigger screen size with this form to your customer and have them fill it in your survey form. In this particular template, we have select different location of the store, let's say Bukit Bintang, right? And the sentiment for this particular product, let's say, is positive. You can create different customer type. Let's say for this, I created using ethnic, right? In this case, I will choose Chinese. For a very specific product, let's say a Jabra headset, and they like the product quality, and the customer can feedback and saying that awesome product. So again, very simple survey form, but very powerful, as I can show you next. So once the user submits, right, it goes to the back end side, and that's where Power BI will present this all the information in a very business savvy reporting, right? So let me show it to you. Refresh. Okay, so again, earlier the question was Power BI, right? So what I am showing to you right now is the free version of Power BI, just for this particular demo purposes. Of course, if you have the licensed version, you can do exactly the same with much more flexibility. So again, from the survey form earlier, on the left-hand side, there are a lot of wonderful filtering you can do based on date, based on store, product, customer type, topics, and the bottom side are the details. And of course, these are the comments. Straight away, you can see, right? For example, for the product, the first one, headset. Nice, because there's only one person, as you can see the inside, one person that gives the comment of nice. Of course, if you have a bigger sample, then you would start looking a lot of different remarks. And again, whichever remarks has the highest score will have a bigger font size. Again, it's categorized by positive or concern, again, based on the sentiment. For this particular demo, we have two. And the product, different category. If I click on Jabra, straight away, as you can see, all the rest of the grid is reflective immediately according to the filtering of this product Jabra. And insight by topics. So within this dashboard, it is very simple, but it's very useful to your business questions. Okay, good. This is Associate Insight app. It pretty much is a survey app, which I think is really good. Yeah, to be used, especially the reporting side, where you can get the latest report, the most up to date reports, and regardless whether you are from HQ or you're from branches, depending on your permission level, you will be able to get those reports. Okay, good. And finally, again, the Microsoft template that I would like to showcase today is incentive apps, right? Again, let me go down to the demo incentive, please, from here. So all of these apps are available, yeah, as part of Microsoft template. So again, what I'm hoping that we all can use Microsoft Teams a lot, because Microsoft is really putting a lot of effort, giving the platform, creating these apps, and even giving us a lot of base templates for us to configure and to add on according to our own business needs. So incentive apps is something like really good for HR, because it helps to drive all the employee usage, right? In this particular scenario, it's like it gives you based on rewards, based on points. You would create activities. I'm sure HR wants to gamify a lot of company culture or company visions. And in order to do that, in order to have all the employees to be voluntary, follow those cultures, this is one of the apps that can really help. So first, what you need to do is create activities with incentives. In this case, it's point system, right? And then on the reward side, at the end of the month, all your employees, after they finish certain activities, certain tasks, certain points is given. Then end of the month, you would pull all the points, which you can see from your leaderboard, right? Which are the users that has the highest point? Why? Because they already completed certain activities. In this case, Afrina completed 3 activities within this particular period, and she has 150 points, right? And then what it translates for the user side is like, first they get recognition, right? They can see their name. Oh, I'm the top 5. Yay, good, right? At the same time, also the user will feel like they are achieving certain rewards based on because they what because of all the activities that they attended. So there's something that they are looking forward to. So in this incentive app, again using Power Apps, very powerful. We have the admin portal. Of course, all of this information at the backend side is saved back to SharePoint. Yep. If I can show you real quick under the this is the product feedback earlier, right? I don't need that. Let me show you. Incentive apps. Let me show you the data side real quick. As you can see, everything is saved back to SharePoint, so you do not have to worry like, oh, the file is missing, or later on if you want to further export the files out for reporting purposes or things like that, you can do that. And then on your right hand side, you can see your progress. So each user that log into incentive apps via their mobile browser or their desktop, they would be able to see their progress. So this is a dashboard for the user. It's a gamification incentive dashboard that I would think as far for HR departments, it will really help boost the HR activities. Okay, so let me get back to my slide. Yeah, so again, these are just some of the sample templates that really you can use it in Teams. Of course, Microsoft constantly add on new templates into it, right? So again, Microsoft platform is building the Power Platform for everybody to use. It's easy to create. You can easily adopt it towards your own business scenario and business needs. The most obvious is the Sistem In Out, right? Which we created ourselves, and then we start using it since we work from home. As you can see, this is my home, my work from home background. Yeah, so yeah, really useful. Okay, so next is another exciting section is on what we can offer to you guys. Here, I will pass to my colleague, Patrick, to go through some of these slides. Okay, Patrick, over to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Robin. So hope every one of you can hear me. So I think it's an interesting session shared by Robin and also Sukri on the host showcasing a demo. So here's the thing is like because we did presented some of the Microsoft ready template which you can like connect it, integrate it with your Microsoft Teams. So I believe most of you here, the participants, are on the Office 365 by looking at the survey just now. And I think these are the onboarding sessions that we would like to just offer to a participant today. So we will like guide you through on this 3 apps template. that you can like create with very quick. Yeah. So this is how we also did it internally, and we find this is a really a very good adoptions for a Power Apps, new beginner users, I would say. So that's where that Microsoft actually come up with all the three apps here. So and then only after you adopt those how you're going to deploy it, then only you look into your current operation process, which you wanted to automate it into a digital applications. So this is where the Power Apps will be a good platform for you to like play around with all the development. Yep. So here is like since now the seasons is I believe most of you are working remotely, and this is basically a online sessions whereby we will do it in a 10 hours basis to just do a quick onboarding and guide you through on the apps template. So yeah, and of course we will share with you some of the details like after this. So like you can like have registrations when we share out the email later on. Yep. So maybe you can move to a next slide. Robin, sorry. Yeah. So basically right now even Microsoft also having this free for 6 months. So mainly is for I can say is a known O365 Office 365 customers. So basically you can just getting a free 6 months to get a trial on this Microsoft Teams. So of course there are some other services is available on this trial license. Like you can even use it for like to level up a simple apps and some of the basic thing on the this Office 365 where you can get it from here. So of course nowadays it's like everyone is going to a conference platform whereby like Zoom, like Microsoft Teams, all this. Yeah, because basically Microsoft have retired the Skype for Business and moving into this Microsoft Teams. So whereby I believe most of you couldn't able to connect with your Skype for Business. Instead, probably it's a personal Skype. It still works. Yeah. So this is an offer on the tables, and maybe we will just share it out after this also with the whole recording and also what are the offerings like after the sessions. Yep. So we'll move on to the next. All right. So and this is basically also if you decided to go with the Microsoft Teams trial. So we will also have these training sessions. So which valid up to 30th of April. And we'll conduct two training sessions and also inclusive of a setup for your up to 50 users and 5 support cases within the 3 months. So these are the offerings that if you have a plan to onboard to a Microsoft team, if you are on, I think it's good that you can straight away move it into the adoption of a Power Apps. And some other thing is like we also have some special purchase here. So as you know, if you are familiar with SLKK, we also did a supply on those hardware and also devices. So this is basically the all the contact details, and you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And these are general line. Yep. And this is my contact basically. I'm Patrick. Yep. And my colleague Pam. Yep. So you can basically capture this slide, and then you can always contact to us. Yep. So feel free to reach out to us. We are always there to support all of you. Yep. So I think thank you so much for joining us for the sessions.